The last time I talked to federal officers 5 months ago, and I explained everything to them between April 5th and 30th over a course of 7 hours, and then I disappeared. I've been sitting on this stuff for 3 years. I couldn't come forward until there was rule of law in this country. I wasn't going to go forward when this guy, Jeff Sessions, Truman said of an opponent, I could carve a better man out of a banana. That's how America should feel about Jeff Sessions. We have rule of law, and I came forward to them in April. I believe what I understand, and I don't want to get in any federal way. I want to disappear, but there are other whistleblowers from within the federal bureaucracy with similar stories. And I can tell you the bottom line, and again, people didn't seem to get it last time. The bottom line is the big cover-up. There was political espionage conducted against Hillary Clinton, Mark Rubio, Cruz, and Donald Trump. And this isn't a theory of mine. This is some political position. I was in the room when it happened. I was part of it. I thought I was doing law enforcement. Sorry.
You mentioned during the break that you're going to have a rough few months. I'm curious as to why you said that and what you see happening in the next few weeks and months. Do you have legal counsel? What do you think will happen with you and with your story?
Well, this is extraordinarily, well, who the heck knows? This is quite an ambiguous situation. But the issue is, I realized that these orders I got came from Peter Strzok, and as I put together things, I know much more than I should know, and it's right to keep silent. This country's gone nuts, and especially for the last year, when I've realized what I know, every time I see one of these things, somebody drives 600 miles to gun down 20 strangers in a mall, I guess I feel a bit responsible. So I have to come forward. I went to see my rabbi, and you know who my rabbi is, right? It's this guy in Omaha, and he said, Patrick, you come forward. He said, you can't let this sit with the feds. Let the feds do their job. You have to come forward to the American people. So I am. I never heard of the guy. I only figured out last summer who had sent me these requests. It was a guy named Peter Strzok. And he was doing it on behalf of 3 officials. I'm just identifying now as X, Y, and Z. They were named to me, and I've identified them to law enforcement. I believe there's a massive federal investigation that is going to turn up that there was political espionage conducted through a number of different venues against Hillary Clinton and against Rubio, Cruz, and Trump. I know for a fact. I know other people who were involved. That's what really happened. And my rabbi said, you can't go you have to do this right now. People are killing each other in America. This is my Soylent Green is people moment or whatever. That's the truth. And
how do you see your life unfolding after this? I mean, you gave up your CEO position. I understand why. You have to do what's right for the shareholders. But making a decision to get involved in this has, cost you a lot.
Well, what can I say? I guess that's not the main event. And Buff and I talked about that. And he actually said, the analysis here, Patrick, is what's good for the country. It's not what's good for you. It's not what's good for this or that. It's what's good for the country. You have to do this. So I did. My life, if you want to know what, I have literally been warned that I was warned about 9 months ago, if you come forward Washington, D.C., everybody in Washington, D.C. is going to spend the rest of your life trying to grind you into dust. And I'll tell you something else that'll come up. I believe I was offered $1 billion bribe to keep quiet. So I was, in the sense, we'll leave that to the federal investigators. If you want to know what my life, if you want to know what my life's going to be, listen to Warren Zevon, Money, Guns, and Lawyers. That's my life. Yeah.